Welcome to Wages of Cine, 31 Days of Horror. I'm Dan Beck.
And I'm Serenity Beck.
And we're reviewing
The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
So, it's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I used to watch this when I was a kid, younger than you. Came on every Halloween. They had that, Garfield, a bunch of other ones. So what you did on Halloween was watch cartoons. They don't do that nowadays, do they?
Nope.
So what do y'all do? Like go house to house, tricking and treating?
Mm-hmm.
So is this your first time seeing this movie?
Nope, I've seen it once before.
Once? I've seen it a million times. Maybe 1,000,001 since we just watched it. So, did you like it?
Yep,
Are you going to watch it every Halloween now?
I'll try to.
You're going to try to. So, since it was made in the 70s, and it's not the 70s anymore, how do you feel that it stands up to other Halloween cartoons?
I think there's many others that are better than it, though.
What? What? That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion even if it's wrong. I really like this movie. Like I said, I used to watch it all the time. This was before you could just get DVDs. There were no DVDs. Everything was on a VHS tape. Have you ever watched a VHS?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Did you have any favorite parts?
Yeah,
What was it?
where Charlie Brown got rocks in his bag.
That was pretty good. Every house he got rocks. He just got a bag of rocks. So what is the story of It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown? So we have Charlie Brown's friend, Lucy's brother, Linus, who seems a little bit confused about what happens on Halloween. He thinks the Great Pumpkin is going to rise out of the pumpkin patch and bring presents to all the good little boys and girls. And he thinks that because Santa Claus has got so much publicity that it kind of overshadows the Great Pumpkin, so he doesn't always come. So what does he do? Spends all night in the pumpkin patch. At least till 4. That's when Lucy goes and finds him
Yep.
shivering in the pumpkin patch. Do you ever wonder why there's never any adults around taking care of these kids? Isn't that a little
Sometimes.
weird? Yeah. They can just roam around at 4 o'clock in the morning. There was also sort of a weird side story going on about Snoopy being some kind of flying ace, trying to fight the Red Baron, and he has to sneak across the French countryside. That was kind of just weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was funny. Good. So, do you want to rate this movie?
Mm-hmm.
You know how our rating system works? If it's a bad movie, it can get 1 to 5 poops. But if it's a good movie, you just choose something from the movie that inspires you and you rate it 1 to 5 of those.
I would rate this movie 4 rocks.
4 rocks. So you liked it?
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't stand up to other Halloween movies. Yeah. I'm going to give it 5 flying aces. So, that was our rating of It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Turn him around. If we shape the eyes like this, and the nose like this, and the mouth like this. Yes, that's the way. Thank you, Charlie Brown. You were a perfect model.
So, now we'll be reviewing The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Specifically, just the Sleepy Hollow portion of this movie.
Ghosts are bad, but the one that's cursed is the headless horseman. He's the worst.
So were you familiar with Ichabod Crane and the Legend of Sleepy Hollow?
And just The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
You saw the Tim Burton one with Johnny Depp.
Mhm.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And like this one was way better, wasn't it? You're just saying that. So this was made in 1950, a long time ago, half a century, over a half a century. But it was pretty good, all animated. It's not like they used, like when they make animations now, it's all computer. Somebody actually drew all of this, which is kind of cool. So this is the story of Ichabod Crane, written by Irving Washington, which you haven't read. So Ichabod Crane is a schoolmaster, goes into this little town, and he's teaching the kids. And he goes to this dance, because there's a girl that he kind of likes. But then they tell a story about the Headless Horseman, that he has to ride back alone on his horse. And he may or may not have been chased by the Headless Horseman. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So pretty scary, huh?
Sort of.
I think the idea of it is scarier than the way that Disney portrayed it for kids. Seems Ichabod, he's just interested in eating. He goes around from lady to lady to just eat their food. And then there's a girl that has a rich father, and then he just wants to get with her because he'll be rich and have lots of food too. Isn't that crazy? Is that what you got out of it? He's not very good. He was not a very good guy. So I don't know. Maybe him getting taken by the Headless Horseman might have been kind of good, you know? So we should have been rooting for the Headless Horseman and not Ichabod Crane. So what'd you think of it?
I think it's pretty good.
Was it kind of spooky when he got into the woods by himself?
It's pretty funny.
I like the way it looks. The animation, like the way that they drew the forest and stuff, that was pretty cool. But it is kind of comedic how he's riding the horse and getting chased.
Yeah, and everything scares them.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. This was another one that I watched every Halloween. So you had never seen this at all. Did you enjoy it?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Are you going to watch this one every Halloween? Good, good. Did you have a favorite scene?
The part where he hears the footsteps behind him after the horses stop moving, and he sees that it's just the weeds hitting the log.
And the wind was blowing him, and then start smacking him on the head. And they start laughing, him and the horse. That was a pretty good scene. I like when he starts going into the woods. That's my favorite. Because it's all dark and even the clouds look like a hand grabbing the moon. That was pretty cool. And just like that whole sequence. So, you're familiar with the rating system, so how would you rate this one?
I'd give it 5 Katrinas.
Nice, nice. I'm gonna give it 5. Headless Horseman pumpkins. So there you have it. We both loved Legend of Sleepy Hollow as told by Bing Crosby. He was narrating this. So check back tomorrow for few more reviews. It's almost Halloween. Pick out this one to watch on Halloween. See you next time.
Next morning, Ichabod's hat was found. And close beside it, a shattered pumpkin. But there was no trace of the schoolmaster.